Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Thursday! How's your week going? Yeah, I know, it's been a little crazy around here. We had our retreat this past weekend. So much fun. Oh my gosh. It is a lot of work, but you know what? When you're sitting there watching everybody have fun and can shut the world out for a little while, it is oh so worth every back-breaking minute of it. So, I'm going to show you the projects that they did and the pillow gifts that they got. At the moment, I'm trying to find you all on my laptop. There I am. Okay, so now I can see what's going on. Make sure, yep, it's... All right, hi Beth, how are you? I've got the paper set aside for you, and I'll have it all set, ready to go to you shortly. Okay, so, how come this, oh, there it goes. All right, so, for the retreat, it was a 3-day retreat. They got a goodie bag, and I'll show you the goodie bag. They got this goodie bag. Isn't that pretty? Of course, you have to have bling on the title. These were ones that I put together using my Cricut and my heat press and some vinyl, and definitely a labor of love. Had a blast with it. So this is the goodie bag they got, and there's product in here to create 10 cards. This was the project packet that they got for the cards. See, there's the printed tutorial. Here is, don't want to get it in your face, but here is the project packet for the 2-page layout, and they got a page protector. And I'll set that aside. There's lots of leftovers that they could keep going. This is the 2 pages that were my samples. Of course, you saw this one when I debuted the heck is this called? It's not the Petal Regency, Petal Park. It's, well, gosh, I'm drawing a complete blank. Hang on. Oh, it says Country Bouquet, but that's not right. We use the Regency Park Designer Series paper, and then the stamp and punch set that went with this. Let's see. Now I've got myself wondering what the heck I did here. Bless her heart, she tries so hard. So this was the tutorial, and they're step-by-step on how to create the projects. And then on the back, oh, Petal Park bundle, the Sentimental Park bundle. I also used the Lucky Clover stamp set and punch, the Easter Bunny bundle, and the Country Bouquet bundle. And that lists all the papers and what have you. I'll set that aside. So that was the first page. This was the second page. And I don't ever cut the designer series papers or their layouts or anything. They get full sheets of paper to create what they want with it. I hope it's not too shiny. But anyway, that was the 2 layouts. Set these aside. And then they even got a pillow gift in here right off the bat. And it was this little pack of M&Ms. You got to have chocolate when you're at a retreat, right? So that took care of the goodie bag. And then shortly after, oh, they all had their name tags that Miss D put together lovingly for me. Isn't that cute? Let me tell you, Pinterest is my best friend. So that was their name tag. And shortly after we got going, everyone got a cup that says, I escaped February 2023. And then, let's see, what was their, oh, this was their next gift. It's a little flower pot. And of course it was filled with more chocolates. No, that was on Saturday's gift. But anyway, this was another one. They also received later on that evening, they got this, as rain or shine, I'm here for you. And then everybody got one of these little flashlights. Isn't that cute? Again, the dollar store is one of my favorites. They got that. Then on Saturday morning, they received this box. And inside the box, everyone got these little glue holders made by my good friend Tamara. And these just sit in here just like so. So that your glue always is at the tip of the point and ready to go. So that was another one. That was Saturday morning. Then they got their little flower pot with chocolate at noon. And then, oh, this one was a fun one. These are our little floral die-cut treat boxes. And inside the box, this one's kind of gotten beat up from being carried around. Inside the box were these little battery-operated, if I can get it out of the box, here we go, little battery-operated candle. Come on, there we go. And then you put it back in here, and we had dinner by candlelight. Isn't that adorable? We had so much fun with that one. So there's that. And then Sunday morning, they got these cute little calendars and post-it note holder with a pencil. And this was just twine left over from the holiday catalog. The backings were made with the thick chipboard that comes with some of the Specialty Designer Series paper. Isn't that cute? And then I put that away. The last one was this little box that, again, my Cricut had some work done to it. And it's just a toolbox holder. You throw in, or if you're making cards and you were traveling, you could put them in there. But this was the last one of the day. You can see the little shimmer paper that they're vinyl that I used to put on there. But yeah, those were their pillow gifts. I'll set these aside, and then I'll show you the 5 cards they made. And they made 2 of each card. My room is still a disaster, but that's okay. So these are the cards. This one you probably recognize from one of my Casing Tuesday projects. So they got the product to make 2 of each card with envelopes. They all cut their own Designer Series paper and their die cuts. This is also this is the Sentimental Park one. And then, of course, there's a strip of Designer Series paper. They used the Easter Bunny, and they each got a piece of all of the Dandy Designs paper in their bags, too. And this is embossed with the Cane 3D embossing folder. We did use the Clover Punch, which is no longer available, so they were busy punching extras, because this is one of those that I'm going to keep. And then that's another piece of that Designer Series paper, the Regency Park. There's the inside. There's the envelope. And then the Country Floral, or Country Bouquet, is a fun fold. And it opens up like that. And it's a non-traditional colored Valentine card. Isn't that cute? I had fun with that one. So those were the 5 cards they created. So they were busy little bees. So we're already, let's see, registration opened for the attendees early for my next one in July. So stay tuned for information on that. Okay, so I'll show you today's project, and this is actually doing double duty today since it's been a busy week trying to get everything put away. I'm going to post this later to Casing Tuesday, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and create it for my Facebook Live. And it's a Valentine card using the Friendly Gnomes. Isn't that cute? And this piece of Designer Series paper is from the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper. It'll be in the description when I get done. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do some coloring. I hope you brought a beverage or snack or what have you. And it'll take just a minute to color our little guy. I'm going to stamp him in Memento ink. Crash, crash, crash. And let's see. Here we go. Here's my Memento. He's such a cute little guy holding that heart. And what I liked about this card is it's not a mushy Valentine card, if you know what I mean. You know, there's some that get kind of sappy, but this one's just friendly. So we're going to stamp him, ink him up. I'm going to stamp him like this in case we need to die cut another one. And when we get ready to die cut him, I'm going to give you a tip that I learned on Monday about our little die cutting machine. So we'll do that in a second. So let's go ahead and color him. I am using my Stampin' Blends. I've got a whole palette full of colors here. I'm going to start with my Tahitian Tide. And I'm going to start with the dark. Now I know there's all different kinds of ways to do this, but I like adding my little highlights with the dark first. And if you're watching this on the replay on my YouTube, feel free to fast forward this so you can get to the good stuff of putting the card together. Wouldn't hurt my feelings at all, as I know how it is when you sit and watch somebody color. And I thought seriously yesterday about stamping and coloring a second one, but for those that don't know about our alcohol markers, I thought this was a good time to show them off. And the nice part about alcohol markers is they blend so well. When you have those dark lines and the light, they come in just about all of our Stampin' Up! Colors. They come in a light and a dark marker. There's 2 in a pack for $9. So the price point makes it easy to replace when you colored so much you've run out of ink, or if you've had some kind of issue. There. So his little hat is done. Oh, I wanted to color his little mittens. And then his other little hand here. Now I colored him first yesterday using Smoky Slate for his beard, and then I used Gray Granite for the little squirrel. I guess we could use Gray Granite for both. Here we go. So I'm going to add in some highlights on his beard. And I like the Gray Granite, which if I'd been thinking, because it has a little bit of a brown tone to it. Make sure we get the light Gray Granite. And we'll just color him in here. But you can see how easily it is to lay down the color. Some people use the brush end, and I have used the brush end when I've got a lot of area to cover. But sometimes when you've used your marker to color rhinestones, it kind of deteriorates the brush, so I'll just stick to this right here. Turn him around. And if you join me today, please say hello. I may not say anything during the video, but I definitely will reply once I'm done here. Okay, his little beard is done. Let's color his shirt with the Pretty Peacock. No, not Pretty Peacock. Parakeet Party. That's it. Okay. See, it's been a while, so you just don't know what's going to happen today. Let's add some marks in here. I'm going to add just like that. Come back in with the light. The light and the dark really show up in the heart. You know, when you first start laying down color, you think it's all the same, but it kind of, when I was doing the heart, I gave it some darker highlights at the end. Okay, so for his pants, I only used the light Starry Sky because this is really pretty dark. So I'm going to come in here and lay this down. Please tell me this is light. It is light. Just come in just like so. His little shoes and his pants that all seem to be one. Oops, there we go. And then come in here very carefully. And when your marker's real juicy, you just barely have to touch the paper and it will color. Okay. Oh, that little toe doesn't want it. There we go. Okay. So let's color his nose. I'm going to use ivory for his nose. That little highlight that's in the stamp, I'm just going to leave that white. Now, for the heart, I'm just going to come in here and draw some dark in there. It almost looks the same, doesn't it? But I'll go back over some of it with the dark there on the edge. Now if you hear Chloe bark, her daddy just got home. He's running a call. Sometimes she barks to let him know she's in here. Sometimes she doesn't. Okay. All right, there we go. He's done. Isn't he cute? I love those little gnomes. And when you color with them, you definitely want to put something on your work surface so that you protect it, because as you can see on the back side, they do bleed through. Okay. Now, here's our little boho blue machine. And I know when we were at the retreat, I was having a tough time with it when we were die cutting. And I thought, oh, great, I'm going to have to call and get it replaced because I thought it was broken. But no. So we have a leadership Facebook group, and they were talking about these new machines. And you can see where the space is right here. There's a tension in that roller ball that drags the plates through. Some are really tight, some not so much. And we were told to stagger the plates like so. Well, apparently there's a better way to stagger the plates, and I will show you. I'll put him down here like this. Let me get my die for him. And lay him down. Hopefully he's in there. Okay, so I'll show you before I put him on there. The best way to layer it is you're going to lay your plates. You can use the gray, you can use the white. This one is pretty tight, so I'm using the gray. You're going to bring this first number 2 plate, you're going to bring it back. You're going to bring the top number 2 plate so that you kind of have, think of it as an E. Okay? What that does is it brings these plates down when it's going through the machine, so it gives it a grabbing point and it sails right on through. I was shocked at how well that worked. So let me show you. This is another reason I decided to do today's project, so that you could see the difference. Because this was a struggle over the weekend. Alright, so we'll lay him down, make sure he's in there nice and straight. I'm going to put him in there. And then it's going to sail right on through. See the difference? Like I said, it's a game changer. And there he is, all nice and die cut. I'll set him aside. The only way to get this beautiful boho blue machine is when you purchase a starter kit. I'm Stampin' Up! Now through the end of the month. I'll have information on my blog post so you can see that. Okay, we're done with all of that. And you're right, Beth, I like coloring too. It's so relaxing to me. Okay, so I'll put him aside, set him up here, and we'll get the rest of our pieces together. That's our sentiment layer. This card base is in Sweet Sorbet. This layer is 3 3/4 by 5, and then I die cut the frame using my stitched rectangle dies. Had a brain seizure there. Okay, so we're just going to glue these on. And I'm going to put this one in the middle. These are 1.5 by 4-inch strips. I'm going to put the middle one in first. Make sure he's straight. And then I'm going to come in and I will add him. I want just about 1/4 of an inch difference, space in between. I will add this guy. It looks like I probably should have had these a little bit lower. Oh well, we're going with it. This guy, I'm going to add some mini dimensionals to pop him up. Because you know how I am with dimensionals. Lay him there. Just like so. Apparently, our Casing Tuesday Facebook group is growing by leaps and bounds. We had a training on one of Rhonda Wade's online conventions, and one of the young ladies who did a presentation, her name is Jennifer Hill. She was talking about how she was looking for inspiration for creating cards for one of her classes, and one of her go-to places for inspiration was our Facebook group. Well, shortly after that video aired, our membership just boomed. All right, so there we go. There's my frame. We're going to add this little guy with more dimensionals, of course, just like so. I'm going to put him. So if you're watching this and you're not a member of our Facebook group, go ahead and I'll have links to the Facebook group. You can join. Each week we do a challenge. We case the catalog, and you share your project within the comments of that week's challenge, and it's just a lot of fun. Okay, so now I'll stop talking and see what I'm doing here. I am going to use a piece of ribbon. The sketch showed a 2 3/4 inches by 5/8 inch piece of cardstock for the sentiments. Well, with this particular stamp set, I didn't have one to fit that larger one, so I decided to use ribbon. And I am going to glue the two pieces together, or glue it in half. And I'm going to put mini glue dots down on the inside of that ribbon so that it stays shut, like so. I can get this. Come on. It can be tricky since it's stuck to the ribbon. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to fold this guy over onto those mini glue dots, like so. Make sure they're straight. Now I'm going to flag the other end so that it looks like two pieces of ribbon. Okay, now we'll stamp the sentiment from the stamp set. I'm going to stamp it in the Starry Sky. And it just says, love you. Real simple, love you. There we go. And I'm going to flag the ends. And this is going to be shorter than what the sketch shows, but that's okay. This is my take on it. That's the fun part of casing. Copy and share everything. So I've added a little bit of seal there. And I'm going to glue it onto my ribbon, like so. add more dimensionals and add it to my card front put my dimensionals on the ribbon, like so. This one probably should have been a little longer, but that's okay. Layer him there. And now we're going to add, for my bling, we're going to add some of those adhesive back milky dots. Let's see, let's put him here. Let's see, bring out the blue in the card. And let's use a little one, put him up here like so. Isn't he cute? You could definitely add some Wink of Stella to the heart. So now for the inside of the card, we're going to stamp the sentiment in some more Starry Sky. There's no one better than you. See what I mean? It's a nice sentiment. It's not mushy. Okay. We'll stamp him in Memento so we can color him. Cute little squirrel. We're going to put him underneath the sentiment. Oh, little face. So cute. Now, blends. Set them aside. And we're just going to use not the ivory. We want the gray granite. And again, I'm just going to add some dark highlights in here. Oh, his little face, so cute. And see, the brown and the gray goes really well with the squirrel. To worry about anything here because his little face is all solid. Same with his little arm. Come in and just touch his little hand. Okay, he is done. Add him to the inside of the card. I don't think we need that backing. Card is done. And then for my envelope, I'm going to add some more of that gorgeous Designer Series paper to the flap. Because what better way to tie everything together than with that gorgeous Designer Series paper. There we go. Flip him around. Nope, probably got my head in there. Sorry. Okay. Trim the edges around the flap. This piece of Designer Series paper is cut at 2.5 inches by 6 inches, and it fits those flaps perfectly. Just come around, and there we go. We are done. Let's clean up our mess, Lori. Oh, such a fun little card. Don't tell Larry, that's probably the one he's going to get. Okay, so there's our 2 cards. What do you think? Isn't it a cute little card? It didn't take that much time. So, I thank you so much for stopping by. It is a fun design, isn't it? You know, I never think about cutting frames out. I don't know why. I mean, it's so simple. And what better area to get some inspiration than actually casing the catalog, right? I should mention that if you choose to shop with me today, I'd appreciate it. Use this host code. If you spend $50 or more, you're not only going to get a chance to purchase a free item out of the Celebration catalog. Celebration ends at the end of the month, which is, what, 2 weeks away? And when you spend $50 or more, I'm going to send you a free embellishment. It might be a package of those Milky Dots. Who knows? Thank you so much again for stopping by and sharing your morning with me. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you later. Bye!